Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do today's recap and talk about what we did in the trading room this morning, and also focus on what I see moving forward going into trading tomorrow. Took 4 trades today in the live trading room, 1 in the crude oil market, and then 3 more here in the Russell. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what I see and what we see moving forward. Down here in the bottom left, you're going to see our daily chart. If I can just blow this up here. We talk about it quite a bit, guys. We are at support here on the daily chart. Same support we used back in February, April, and May, and then we're here again today. So I am looking for pops here, but as an intraday trader, we got down below that previous swing low. I'm willing to go short. I'm willing to go short from a small intraday perspective, not necessarily looking for this thing to fall out of bed here, but anything inside of the today's trading range below this swing low, I was willing to go short. So I went ahead and did that until we start to see the intraday charts start to rock their way to the upside. Then now I'm actually looking to the upside in the market. I'm probably not going to be trading much the rest of the day. We do have a Fed announcement coming out here in about maybe 20 minutes or so. So kind of going to sit on my hands and wait for all that to happen. Probably won't take any more trades. So I'm going to make this video and just tell you what I think moving forward. Any type of bounce here, I'm going to go ahead and look for continuation to the upside going into tomorrow. I'm going to watch today's highs as we go into tomorrow, and if we happen to trade above today's highs tomorrow, I'm going to start looking to the long side. As far as trades that we took today in the trading room, people are always interested in them trades. We were very disciplined today. We came in thinking, hey, we're waiting for a bounce. Like I just now said, any type of bounce that we can get, I'm going to start looking to the upside in the from an intraday standpoint. And that's what I did today. We found this little base in here. We found this thing kind of put in a little base. Got a pop to the upside, break of our resistance, pull back. There's where we went long. We took a nice long opportunity right here to the upside for little profits. And then it started to kind of soften up and then roll over. We had to be nice and patient, wait for this thing to go ahead and work itself out. It came down, retested its lows. We weren't about to get aggressive in here inside of this sideways range, so we waited. Sure enough, we had a drop here, not enough to meet our parameters for another drop. Then we got another drop. This did meet our parameters, went short here for a really nice profit here to the downside. Had a really nice profit there on that one. And then it went right back to being patient, guys. That's the name of the game for me. Continuing to be patient, discipline, patience, consistency. And then sure enough, after we got this drop here, we took this position to the downside. We waited. We got a little bit bigger pullback here. And we took this opportunity, not for a lot of profits. I ended up getting trail stopped out somewhere here in the middle. And then it started just starting to chop sideways. And that's where we are right now. So nothing too crazy today, but some really, really nice profits here in the Russell. And then also here in the crude, which we're going to get to. We had another nice trade there as well today. So right now, I am seeing this thing chop, chop, chop. This is a smaller time frame, a 233 tick chart. We're seeing this thing chop sideways quite a bit right now, but we do have a Fed announcement coming out. People are kind of waiting, anxious to see what they have to say. And if we happen to get a pop today, I will start to look more to the upside going into tomorrow. As I said, I'm going to watch the previous day's highs. So when we open up tomorrow, that's going to be today's highs. If we're able to push up above today's highs with any type of strength, I'm going to look for upside trades pretty much the entire morning in the live trading room tomorrow morning. If we start to roll over, for some reason the news is taken badly, I got to watch out on that daily chart. I'm going to go back to that daily chart. I want to cover this really well. I'm going to watch it really closely here because we got lots of support in here. Any type of real blast off to the downside, it's clear cut. I'm going to go short. But if we're just dancing around in here, I'm probably not going to do too much aggressive short side trading, and I'll probably just wait for the next little move to the upside and wait for this thing to get that bounce, because this has been a tested support level. I'm not going to assume it's going to break until it actually breaks. So that's where I am there. On the crude oil, here's a daily chart of crude. Crude's got a couple things going on here. We've had a nice move to the downside. a really nice move to the downside. I've drawn this fib here, this most recent fib here, ever since it put in these lows. It's came back to some of its resistance, retested some of its highs, and has simply rolled over. At this point right now, you can see crude trading right at its first target. Its first Fibonacci target right now as we speak. The only problem with that is that first target comes kind of in no man's land. See, we had previous swing here, and previous swing here and here, but not really anything here. So it's kind of no man's land. Do I think it can bounce from here? Maybe. If we come out tomorrow and we start to get a pop to the upside, yes, I'm going to look for upside bounces here. I'm looking for this to retest this fallen 21 period moving average first, and then possibly get a bounce here. If not, you see right down below here, we actually have the 618 fib extension, which is a very, very, very concentrated target. This is the one we usually like to take off because our profits off at, because it's a little more conservative approach. It tends to hit it quite a bit more than the 618, but if it does break through that 23%, it tends to push on down towards that 618. And the nice part about that is it comes right in line with these previous swing lows. So it could make for a very nice target. So coming into tomorrow, once again, I'm going to watch them previous day's price levels. Previous day's lows going to tell me a lot. So if we hold these lows, we come out tomorrow and we start trading down below them, I'm going to look to short on down. I'm going to look for further short selling, look for further selling here in the crude, see if we can get it to drop a little bit more. If we come out tomorrow and it happens to be getting a bounce here, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to use my 5 and 15 minute anchor charts, and if we can see the momentum on a 5 and 15 minute charts, I mean throw a few moving averages on there. If the moving averages are starting to point to the upside, any type of push to the upside, I'm going to look to go with it. Going to look to see this thing go ahead, get that bounce, retrace back up to that 21 period moving average, which is right here. If you look back in time, you get separation, pull back to the 21. Separation, pull back to the 21. Separation, pull back. Even separation to the downside, pull back to the 21. And you see this happen over and over and over again. It doesn't take much. Just look at where these markets retrace back from. These lows, back to the 21. So that's all we're looking for. We've gotten pretty extended here, so I do think that it's very possible for us to go ahead and retrace back to that 21. So coming in tomorrow, if we break down below the previous day's lows, I'm going to look to go with it. If we're able to get somewhat of a hike here on a 5 and 15 minute anchor chart, meaning we can get that momentum to start popping up, I will look to see if we can get this thing to trade up towards that 21 period EMA. Okay. That's it for today, guys. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to email me, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon.